ready to go in the Thames. The Dutch against the Royal Club. Alex Partridge is alongside me in the commentary box, keeping an eye on this start, Alex, and no doubt enjoying the early stages of this Henley Royal Regatta. We're keeping a close eye on what's going on the buck station here, because Lea Rowing Club veering out towards the middle a little bit. So interesting, isn't it, watching these starts?
Yeah, absolutely. Morning, Tim. What a fantastic day. What a fantastic start to the regatta. Some great racing so far. It's fantastic to be here. What you can see here, Tim, is the Dutch really seem to have got a good start. Lea a little bit sort of messy with the finish of the stroke there, so perhaps holding back their speed a little bit. And then what you can see with the Dutch, they're just a little bit smoother, moving on top of it. There are a lot of lightweights in this Dutch crew. I saw them out last night. I was running along the river, and their coach is Olympic champion from the 1996-8, so knows a thing or two about rowing.
Yeah, it's pretty good pedigree, isn't it, to have in your camp? When you said I saw them out last night, I thought surely not on the eve of the regatta, but what you meant on the water.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
okay. I'm impressed that you were running as well. That's good.
Yeah.
Okeanos there leading the way, the Dutch crew. Rather confusingly, Lea, the boat wearing the Dutch orange.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lea, got a great history in rowing as a club, and they're renowned as a real fighting club. So they will not be giving up here, and you can see they're really, working very hard. I think a lot of people in this crew are quite early in their rowing career, so it'd be a real marker for them to be racing here at Henley.
Yeah, significant moment in their progress and their experience. It's the Lea boat that Alex is talking about.
So bow, Francesco Fermani here in the Lea boat. It's his first Henley regatta. Only started rowing 3 years ago at Cambridge at 33 years of age.
Fiona Hollingsworth in the cock seat, keeping a close eye on what the Dutch are up to. She's going to do well, because it's a significant lead that they forged there. Stroke Ruben Hoax won bronze in the lightweight men's 4 at the 2018 World University Rowing Championships. And they are an experienced boat, the Dutch.
Yeah, there's some real pedigree in this Dutch crew, and the Dutch, historically have a very smooth rowing style. The 1996 Olympic champions were sort of the model for rowing 8s, and it's sort of transferred across the country, into their club boats and their universities, and they tend to do quite well.
So the Dutch in command in this Thames Challenge Cup heat. Just need to concentrate on their steering right to the end. It's only self-inflicted problems now that will take this race away from them, because look at that lead that they've generated against Lea. That is a commanding lead, isn't it?
Absolutely. But there is some class in that Dutch crew. In the 7 seat, it's his first Henley, but he's in the Cox's 4 in the development squad for the Dutch international team. So Dries Bear there.
It's the Lea boat.
It's just a little bit, Tim, what you can see here is Lea, they're really fighting, they're really physically giving it great effort, but people who aren't familiar with the sport of rowing, the technique is so important, and the efficiency of how you move the boat through the water, how long you've got the stroke, and how you move with the boat makes such a difference. It's like the efficiency when you're cycling along there. People can push down very hard on the pedal, but it's actually the top cyclists in the world, they make the pedal move all the way around the cog, and it's the same thing with here in rowing. You can see how much smoother they are around the finish of the stroke. The boat's barely moving at all. It's got a nice rise and fall, whereas Lea, because they're a little bit less experienced, still trying to get to terms with everything, It's just a little bit rougher and more laboured.
Yeah, it just looks a little bit ragged, doesn't it? But it's such a stern test. And I guess with this sort of pressure on, and when it's a highlight of your career, you're likely to revert to default. And technique is the ultimate test of your technique, I suppose.
Absolutely. It's all about keeping your nerve and mentally trying to do exactly what you've done in training every day in the racing. And it's the crews that manage to master that really well, that perform well in racing. You can be a training world champion, but you've got to deliver the goods on the race day.
Under pressure. Certainly pressure at Henley. Not for the Dutch right now, though, because they've enjoyed it. Look at the crowds. They're already really big. We're only an hour into this Henley Royal Regatta. It's already packed at Stewart's there. And they are applauding the performance of Okeanos from the Netherlands. Good win for them. Emphatic win for them. Lee over the line now. Hard work for them.
Well done, Lee, though. Fantastic to see them here racing and see the club thriving. I think that's what's so important, really, to see club rowing re-emerging and growing again.